Hello and welcome. Right, we are back on Kinlaig and we're just down tools. I was conscious of the time. We've got spraying going on across the road. We need liming doing, but the very tractor that's doing the spraying is the very tractor we need with narrows. The only one we've got of our three tractors that has narrows. So we can't really say no, but we sort of really need. We've got June, so I think it's August canola, or is it September? August. No, you were right. Yeah, you would not terrible. No, that was so. We've got July. We need to go through June and July, so we can afford, and we could be liming as we set the cedar planter going, basically. So yeah, it's not too terrible a thing. So let's speed time up. It's not going to hurt. Those weeds are still going to be sprayed, whatever happens. So let's go through till about 1 o'clock. Oh, you weren't. That was not a bad effort. Oh, only we're spraying. Oh, it typically starts to rain, isn't it? Typical. It starts to rain. Good job we're not harvesting. It's the only bad thing about speeding time up, that kind of thing, really. I got quite excited when I thought we might be able to convert these so that they could have a front 3-point link, but it hasn't. It's not got a pin hitch, and the unihid needs a pin hitch, so that is really, it's a shame. It is very much a shame. Yeah, the other one used to attach to weights. Yeah, Pepe's. I don't know why. I think Giants were quite anti. I think these have done a really good job to actually make the unihid work. It's not a bad tractor, that. It's just I love a 3-point link at the front, so it sort of loses almost everything for that fact. Let's try and speed through this rain. It's about to give in, so yeah, let's burst through the rain. Brilliant. And we'll go through till about 6 or 7. Let's go 7. We can afford that at this time of year. It's still fairly good at this time of year. So, ooh. Now this I actually wanted to order one of these on literally. This is almost like the one that I'm used to, because it is that one. Now I've got to be honest, Giants have put a bit of a blinder on this, because I've always said that the one that obviously we've got in the game, it's only goes up to 240 horsepower. It could be one of the most powerful tractors. It's got a fantastic whacking great front 3-point link, the same as it can have a proper back 3-point link, which is always big. So we've got agricultural platform. No, I don't particularly care. I'd like just the frame, I think. An engine. What does this go up to? Yeah, this is the 240 we're all used to. Yeah, so this is the equivalent to what we're all used to, really, which is the 240. Now, if it goes higher, it then becomes the possibility to be the best mowing machine in the game. I'm just going to draw everyone's attention to this. I have not escaped my notice. Right, let's just have this as is exactly as it was, 180 horsepower. I'm quite happy with that. So has it got? Let's give it a beacon. Is that a double beacon? I think it is. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Yes. Ooh, well, there's not much point without it. It's so yeah, I'm happy with that. 40,337. And we're keeping it. I'd like it, but it is a sacrifice if we need to. But we're still at 285. It's not the end of the world, is it really? Right, so how are we doing on our spraying? I think, is that on the edge? Yes, it's on the edge bit, so it's not too far off. We're in June, so let's go through till 1 o'clock. This is panning out nicely. Sorry, 12 o'clock. Yeah, let's just break through to the night. And it will give us our payment. Which is not bad. As I go through to 1 o'clock now, aren't we really? Because I overshot by an hour. Which is not a terrible thing. Ooh. We don't want twin wheels. We're happy with singles. Yeah, we are. It's storage. Our storage is bigger than that. Yeah, we've got a... Not to be like... not to be showing off or anything. You know... It's like a spitting contest, isn't it? I can spit further than you can. Yes, it is a bit. No, we don't want you. We want you if we can actually grab you. And we need some lights, definitely. It's a bit dingy. And we could put the Unimog into action with the banning? Bunning. You were close. You were... For saying you've only seen one of them once, it's a bunning. Think of little bunnies and then put an ing on the end. Bunnying. Well, almost. No, that sounds like bunion. No, bunning. Yeah, let's have a bit of fun with it. It's... Yeah, you can't take... Yeah, my bestest friend is... trying to think of the words. His philosophy, that's the word I'm looking for. His philosophy in life is he always wants to make people laugh. He is an amazing person. He's he's just lost his wife, which is terribly sad. Yeah, that's just what I was saying at the minute. I've got a lot going on. A lot of my friends are poorly, or bad things have happened to them. And it does have an impact on you yourself. If you care about people, it does, and I do. So, yeah, it's it's managing nicely. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to probably having one of the bigger ones. We could order one, and we could part exchange this model for that one, really. So we won't repair this just yet. Yeah, because I'd like to have a mowing machine. Mind you, yeah, we're not sure. Are we mowing in this one? Are we going to go for that grass field then? We could in time, I suppose, but... So, no, we're not repairing, we said. The Bunning Series 200. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Because it is true. Yeah, I did the one that we got. I think, is it in the expansions? It's still... it could be in tractors. I'm not sure where Giants will have put it. Maybe in the miscellaneous. Nope. I can't imagine it being cars and bikes, but I might be wrong. No, I'm not. We've got some other little... Is it in large tractors? I can't imagine it being in large tractors. Medium tractors? Yeah, it is. You were right. Not a bad... So that's... Yeah, that's the one I'm used to. Obviously, Giants is a bit more expensive. All my life. This is the one I was looking at. This can go up to 354 horsepower. It's a Gorton Bennett, though. It's dearer than a... Well, it is basically a tractor, and that's what I'm saying. So if you went for the 354, it's not... Wow. You pretty much... 6,000. Yeah, you sort of... what would it be down? Well, yeah, I just want the frame, which does... No, it doesn't. So you may as well go for your agricultural platform, because it's only 10 grand difference. Can we have... Yeah, no, that... Oh, so that's the standards with that bit of a 2,500 litres, which does give that quite an advantage. Safety frame... I think that's for forestry. It is. Fuel tank. So, yeah, no, you can actually have it as a No, but I think I'd want it with sidewalls. Yeah, even though we're sort of paying for that twice. Typically, it's about modern times, isn't it? So can you not have a rear hitch on that? It appears not. It's only got a... so it's not quite as good as the standard one. That's... Oh, hang on a minute. No, this was the... Yeah. So there is no back 3-point hitch. Only a front. So it still means that the other one is better, in my personal opinion. I wouldn't want to pay 274,000 and be robbed of the fact we could have a 3-point hitch. You could, of course, stick a unihid on the back of that. I think it would go. So then it would be rather formidable. It would. So do we? We could buy and... Yeah, we could actually do the... like that. I mean, we've not been very successful with doing this at like extra tractor malarkey, have we? We've not... Oh, Twister in Great Britain, in the Highlands. Oh, my life. Now, that's going to be something a bit scary. Right, we now need to grab you. Apologies for this in advance, because it's a bit pitch black, isn't it, really? It's got good lights, though. It has. All right, so we didn't need a top up, though, did we? So we need to press gang you straight into work. Even though you've been very busy, we've got to... But this shows why I choose the fence Xylon as my utility most of the time, because it's that good that it really needs to be press ganged a lot, because it's a very serious tractor that you need. Do we put its standards back on? Yeah, we'll set the liming going quickly. And shut these gates as well for everybody. That's a meltdown that they've been out. Well, we did have a worker in the field. I'm not shutting them in like a trapped person. Yeah, we look after our workers. He says. I love the fact we've got the old red telephone box. It may be a real thing in Kinlaig. And I'm glad it's, you know, I really do love the old boxes. They are amazing. Yeah, and so much more character than the silver blobs that replace them. Someone thought it was a good idea to, let's go space age. Yeah, right, okay. Why? We're not in the space age. Well, we are, I suppose, actually. Yeah, technically. Well, does everything have to be silver? That's my point. I mean, I'm a massive silver fan, but it was a tradition. And, like, yeah, at least Kinlaig had the sense to keep on with the tradition. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Now we need that. We need that very thing that we've left the JCB right in front of. Of course we have. Why would we not do that? Well, it would be breaking a tradition of my own of doing something like that, wouldn't it? Right. We're walking into the collision on that. Now then, I'm not sure how. Yeah, not sure how well this is going to go into that. It should be perfect because it's. I think we lowered it and everything, which we needed to do. Yeah, just sort of gingerly. Oh, that's true. Actually, we need the front box. We'll have to manage with this. It's not a very large field. We may have to top up the lime a little. It's one of those things. Oh, we've got some product. I altered the prices of the thing as I went out yesterday. So, yeah, it should be that the olive... I'm missing that by Braven, I tell you. I might try to see if I can get that one in next time I come in, because I'm seriously missing the fact that you can tell everything to wait inside and stop popping out. It causes such issues, that feature. And it really should be base game. It should be something that Giants fix themselves rather than relying on a modder to do their work for them. Yeah, Braven did a very good job, in my personal opinion, of that particular thing. Oh, now that's the problem. It is. We could do something about that. We do have the ability to. No, we need to lower it. Yeah. And then let go. Yeah. Ooh. What I'm thinking, strangely enough, Roller Christie's is... Oh, no, that's true, will they? I don't think they understand what it is. I mean, I might have to do this myself, because they might not understand what this is, but it is a bit of a weight. It is. Can we get away with this before the twist comes and wrecks our fields? But no, we need to go out of it. So we may have to, because the worker might not understand what on earth this is, because they are a bit funny with attachment, so it may not understand that it's only a weight. Oh. Yeah, I've got to sort of cheat a little. Will they understand? Oh, now they're funny with this anyway. Yeah, they are. It's true. I might have to do this myself anyway, because, yeah, for some reason, yeah, it's all attached incorrectly. Really? It was lowered, so, you know, it wasn't. You're wrong. It doesn't need to be either. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, look at the lag on that. That's awful. That's worse. I've got to be honest. Yeah, the lag yesterday. I kept my eye, obviously, on the sunflowers being planted, and I was thinking, I wish I'd got the cameras going now. The lag on this is lousy. It's not better, it's worse. It's stuttering, and yeah, like this. It just stops for a couple of seconds. So whatever improvements Giants have made, it's not really improved things. If anything, it's made things worse. Yeah, so let's do this ourselves, as we actually are. At least we will have done everything, bar the rolling, which we've ordered a roller. We can't really do any more than that. We're working. We're working at 1:13 in the morning. Seriously. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It is, but yeah, this has sort of turned more... That's terrible. That was a really bad lag spike. Look at that. Shocking. It is when I think of FS22. Right? I think your glory days, Giants, are behind you unless the next version of FS, it redeems you, because this is definitely FS22 as unfinished as it was. And I say that having been a gamer for many years, it was not ever right. FS19 had a terrible start, but in my personal opinion, it was a polished jewel at the end. But the best that the engine could cope with. Of course, we all know that it needed some improvements, which I think they managed to do fairly well in FS22. There was not... although unfinished, as I say, and I do stick to that, it still wasn't right at the very end. I don't know if Giants work on things afterwards, and they did finish it. I went on it the other day because I was like thinking, and I thought, no, people aren't going to... It's just not... The FS25 is what people are expecting now, I think. Yeah, even though you would have got away with it for a year. So a lot of people were sensible and did hang on for at least 6 months on the old game, and I don't blame them. I'm sort of was debating myself whether I should have done that rather than go on FS25. But the rest is history, as the saying goes. So, yeah. Well, that's not bad. It's pretty... Well, it did. We got 976 litres left. So, there you go. Your judgment on the matter being enough is actually right. We do need to repair one of these. Let's do it. And it is the rear thing. It needs to be... So, we can't actually set our plan to going just yet because we're a little bit early. It's still July. And we've got a twister coming, so that's not so good. That should be more than enough. Let's see if either of those or both of them need repairing. Nope, that one was done. It's that one. And it's a snippet at £32. Not a lot wrong with it, just a bit of grease in the bearings, I think, at that. So let's crack on and see landfall of this twister. Yeah, let's have a go, shall we? Let's see when that is going to arrive. Let's do this at only the 1000 and malarkey. Yeah, because I don't want to... I want to see where it lands. Right, we're in Twister territory now. At 5:45 in the morning. So where are you, Mr. Twister? Good job we did actually finish the... Let's have a look. Is there anything in the sales as well? No, nothing. So where is landfall going to happen for this twister? Now, oh, right down there. Near the shop. Can we grab 69? We might see it. It's a forest, though. I do like to include a bit of this because it is quite an intriguing feature. Oh my life. Now they don't come this big in Great Britain. Although we did get a twister in a place where our company's got in Staley Bridge last year. We got a serious twister that did do damage. I mean, it took roofs off, and that's unusual for a twister in Great Britain. Let's just try and speed this up a little. Which way is it going? Is it going away, or is it coming towards? In which case I'm going to worry a little. No, it seems to be going away. It is. It's following its wake a little. Now we'll be slow because there's no... Wow. Well, all I'm going to say is this farmer here is very lucky. Very, very lucky. That literally skirted around his field. Almost like... going on. We will jump up to 76 if it's still... Not just yet though, because it would be about on our heads. Let's give it a little bit of time to pass us. We appear to be a chaser of... I've got to be honest. I think they've improved the twister. Oh, my life. Gordon Bennett. This farmer was not so lucky. Wow, that does some serious damage, doesn't it? Look at that. Whoa. Gordon Bennett. I'm not laughing, mate. Honest, this is terrible. It will be a real... It's left you with some crop still, though. You've got a poor harvest, but not no harvest. And it looks like it's going straight for another farmer's field as well. Okay. It's faster than I am. It is. It's really... Didn't do anything to the house. Which I'm not surprised. Obviously, that's a bit hard to program. Ooh, snows. Now, this one doesn't seem to be doing much to the crop. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, sort of like... Yeah, like half destroyed. Yeah, definitely reduced the crop by about 50%. So bad. Catching up a little, it's slowing down or something. Well, I've got to be honest, this is doing a lot more damage than I've ever seen them do before. Which is horrible, but I mean, oh, that's it, we're gone. Right, brilliant. I feel sorry for the poor farmers it did affect. We were lucky, because that would have been quite devastating. We could have survived it. But let's go through till 1 o'clock, I think. Right, brilliant. Oh, okay, no, we will. Why not? I'll just buy it and keep it there. And then we're going to go through till about 12 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it's going to be pitch black. It is. Let's go back to the... Oh, look at that. Yeah, no, you can see the damage. Yeah, that is tremendous. I mean, as in a force of nature, not tremendous that it did damage. Yeah, I'll just justify my comment. Not meaning I'm grateful that it did damage to anybody. That's not what I mean at all. So let's go through till 1 o'clock. Oh, okay. Oh, 2. Okay, then. Ooh. Off price as well. So we will buy that to sell. And we will buy that for ourselves, literally. I might order a second one as well. And the print off, I would love this. I still don't think we can afford it. It's true. It would kill us again, but it would be worth it. Could buy it just as is. See if we need to sacrifice it. Oh, we have got the Unimog. No, it said 2 items. Oh, no, it was 2 items. Yeah. It's true, we have got the Unimog as well. So we're down to 162. We'll see if we can wing that. We still haven't got our header. That's not come yet. Let's go through... Let's go through till... August morning. Yeah, I think we're right in the morning. We'll look at 1 o'clock in the morning. Just in case anything's dropped. And we'll see if obviously some... Oh, it has indeed. Oh, not a bad tick up either. Oh, the very thing we're talking about. Half price. In fact, yeah, under half price. We do indeed want the wheels. Yep. So we've got a header in time for next year. And that is also half price too. Oh, wow. Yes, okay. I've not thought of that. It's true, I hadn't. It has got a rear hitch. It has got wheels. We could like wheel a few of these to the sidelines as well, just to make a bit of room. It's not terribly badly damaged. I do love this. It's an amazing bit of kit. So let's just stick it on the keep clear sign. Like, because that's the sort of thing you do, isn't it? You know, like, yeah, it's true. Let's observe this. Yeah, we can't pretend. What I mean is we know this is for us. But, like, do we, like, play realistically or do we, like, be naughty? No, we be realistic. We'll go in the bays where people could actually park. We have got a couple of things to sell, so let's do it. Let's grab the Samson. It'll have to be the telehandler, because obviously that... Oh, I think you can actually. I think you can. It's got a 3-point attachment. As I found out one time, sort of as a bit of a laugh, I said, I'm sure that's a 3-point link. Ha ha ha. And then I went against it with a tractor and it attached. And I thought, oh, actually, it really is. I'm not kidding. So we're not going to repair the I was going to say the Unimog could be Prinoth just yet. No, we're not. We are going to sell that though. And we will put you, like the other one, across there. We've starting to accrue a bit of a safety net in equipment that we can sacrifice if necessary, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad place to be. Let's grab the Samson and sell that. Because then I think we might have just about have enough room. So then let's also grab that header, the corn one, which we're going to need quite soon. Stick that backwards a bit. We could flip it around. We could sort of put it sideways. We won't block the skips though. It's not liking that. Doesn't like if you turn and try to release the straps at the same time. It doesn't accept that as a thing if you try to do it. I've tried a few times and I sort of thought I'd mention it. It's true, if you like, you're twisting it won't let you do it at the same time. It's weird because it should really technically work, but it, you know, your gamepad can do multiple things at once, but it's like the game's not listening. So let's grab the Samson. Yeah, so our equipment is getting more. Oh wow, that is heavier than it looks. Right, no, it's not liking that. See if we can go a little bit deeper inside. If there's a point to grab. Yeah, centre of gravity is better then. That's much better. See, physics can be your friend or your enemy. This I know. Frequently it's my enemy. But it's just, as it's sort of shown there, sometimes if your understanding of physics is not too terrible, it can be your bestest friend as well. That's better, that's much better. So then it's August morning. We could set the, but I don't, oh, I suppose it's not going to hurt. I'm not going to bother with the light. So it is technically August, let's be honest. So let's just, oh no, we need to attach it as well. Otherwise the worker will think I've gone mad telling him to do a task that is like not doable. So let's, yeah, oh, they've switched the lights on. And this is Giants, this is no, with no mod assistance. It actually has switched the lights on, which is quite amazing. It is. I'm pleased with that. So let's go through till about 8 o'clock in the morning, I would say. It's not a bad thing to do. And that's probably where I'm going to leave it, because I don't want that worker, you know, like struggling or anything like that. So 8 or 9 o'clock. I do like the way that Giants have handled the light. Is you do, which we don't very often do, this kind of thing where you zip through the night like this, but when you do, it sort of shows that dip between about 5 and about 7 where the light really goes bad, and then it shows the sunrise where the light suddenly bursts through, and it really is quite amazing. Ooh, can't quite do both. I like this tractor as well. It's a real good cracker, isn't it, for 2? It is, but yeah, we're not doing badly really for tractors. You know, when you consider the Prinoth is an absolute powerhouse. So I think, all things considered, we're all right. Yeah, if we can clear the Prinoth without having to sort of sacrifice it, as I was on about, then seriously, that will be a good place. Let's just stick this to the side a little, the Samas. We're clearing space now. It's not the biggest of windrows, but you know, it's a nice one. I do like it a lot. Right, smashing. Let's get this beautiful thing. Should we pull that around a little, the header, just so it's facing down a little, because we are going to need this one next year when the canola's ready. It's a long way off, I know, but we've been as we're doing. Oh, haven't you missed the selling of your thing in June? You deliberately changed and you're used to January. Yes, I have. It's true. My bad, which means we're going to need to sell our oils. When is the... Yeah, no, it's the olive oils. It's June. So it's going to be a little bit not at its best. But we need to sell it because we're ignoring that. Because that process is sort of almost self-managing. Because we've got 1 million litres of water. So... Brilliant. So let's have a look. That is true. Let's see what the price is like. I knew me going through was a mistake. I knew I was not thinking of everything. That's the trouble. Wow, that's doing a cracking job. And it doesn't need lime because we've done it. So let's have a look at this last thing. And I think this is not a bad place to leave it. We'll catch up. Yeah, so the Watersfield Guar is seriously in advance. Now that's actually worth quite a bit, the Guar. So we've got 80 tons of guar glue because it's actually coping with... We've got no wood chips left, that's why. Well, it's true, we have got guar beans. It is a product we really need then to get some more wood chips. So I think it's time that we put our... Wow, vegetable processing. So this is the new one. It is triple soup, so it's got all of the... Yeah, well, this is the Giant's recipe, though, isn't it? 300 for 75. Gordon Bennett's a quarter left. Destroys 3/4 of the crop to make parsnip soup. Would that be true? Not really, because you'd be thinning them. What I mean is you're adding water and fluids, so you're not... It's just an impossibly bad thing that Giants have done. And they've sort of pretty much done the same. A quarter loss, 3/4 loss off of that as well. Why do you do this, Giants? Makes no sense at all. You're basically throwing away how good the crop is that you get from all the the carrots, the parsnips, and the potatoes and that, and the onions. Now you've just totally thrown that away too. Yeah, it's terrible, really. Castle stones. Yeah, I suppose we could do a bit of that, really. It's true, we have got a mine. Yeah. And we could have a bit of a dabble with the fish place as well, couldn't we, really? Fish food factory. Soybeans, canola. Now, that's not too terrible. Well, it depends on the price. Yeah, so let's have a look at fish food. Yeah, let's play with the map a little. Young fish breeding. Fish food produces 80 young salmon. Now, that's not a terrible thing, but what are they actually worth? Let's have a quick look before we scoot. So let's look for these new things. Fish food, F, is quite expensive. Well, it's to buy. To make is not too terrible. And then we have young, which I think is Y. Salmon, 3872. So you've got to grow them, haven't you, from trout. And now those you can fish. I'm intrigued in looking for that. Young salmon and young trout. So do you buy them from the fish market? Is it like any other sort of creature? I think we'll have a look. I do. There's no point in playing this fantastic map if we're not going to do that. Is there really? I'm thinking. So can we place them ourselves? Let's go and have a look. So we do need definitely, I think we're running out of space. No, we have got a lot of space on field 5. The edge of this, the real field 5 goes a long way back. Yeah, we've got a lot of space just there where we were going to do animals. We could buy 3 for animals, really. It was a very reasonably priced field. We could forget about the grass and just make that into a monster. We could go large in the back end of this year in Kinlaig, and actually, I think you get a lot with 1 as well, which is why it's so expensive. And you'd also get chips, is what I'm thinking. You'd get chips as well. Just visit that, because it's also got, yeah, all around it. It's got that massive, and it's close as well. Is what I'm thinking. If we lost a little bit of the fields, we've got all of those trees all the way around. We could chip, and then carry on with our chips. Do we allow the buying of chips in? Because the business is the business, is what I'm thinking. We could sort of buy wood chips in. It's not, I mean, they're not cheap, but they're cheaper at certain times of the year, like about now. Wood chips would be truly, legitimately cheaper to buy. So let's have a look. What would wood chips be if we bought them right now from somebody who's, got some trees in that they are chipping? How much would we get? But bearing in mind, we know a friend of a friend who buys things cheaper. Yeah, we've got 60% discount. But how much would we be paying in August? Actually, fairly a good price. We got 70 odd tons or 140. Now is about the right time to buy it. It is, and we can obviously buy it from the BI Industries cheaper buy point. Whereas, yeah, I mean, it's cheap already. It's not. So, yeah, that would be, in fact, ours are saying that it's the cheapest. So we could actually buy some. Again, I know it represents buying from someone else. We know this. But it's true. We could do that. So I think we're going to leave it without going forwards anymore. I was going to say about putting the poplar down, but if we're going to do that plan, we don't need to. So in a way, we've just saved 90 odd grand, which I would have spent on that. Is it 90? 77,000. So what I'm saying is you've got to think that field is going to propagate that. So we just need to buy some wood chips to tide us over for now, to keep that process going, which is only just run out, I would say. No, I think it ran out a while back. But what did we actually get? What have we got in storage that we actually do own? And that's, the olives. Where is it distributing to? Because that really is distributing, is what I mean. So where is it distributing to? Because, yeah, that is true. Can't be there because it can't cope with it. Yeah, because we should have a shed load of the super grapes and oils. So it should be. No, it is. Yeah, no, olive oil. So it's not working anymore. Yeah, in fact, the olives are backing up and the grapes are backing up because it's reached its storage limit. Now, I've made a mistake with that. I said this a long time ago with the supers. The supers needed more storage. This sort of emphasises why the supers. I'm surprised the raisins are not taking over from the. No. Yeah, the raisins. They don't understand what grape 1 is. Yeah, because mine's special grapes. So they've made a mistake there. Because the raisins would have carried on. I don't know how they're working. They sort of know that they're really grapes and they are still doing a little bit, but not a lot. So we've got olive oil. What is the price of olive oil and sunflower oil? Why have we got 64,000 litres of sunflower oil when we didn't have that? This shows how badly. Yeah, it does, because we haven't cheated or anything, have we? We only had like 14,000. So how can it possibly have gone up to 64,000? Is it buying them? Is it buying the sunflower from somewhere else? I always presume that But I don't know if that is, if you switch it on and do that, is that the case? So let's have a look. When should we have sold our oils? Olives is a bit late, but if it's still a good price, I'm happy to sort of sell at a reasonable price rather than wait an entire year. What are we at the minute? 2.3. It's really at its lowest, isn't it? At very, very lowest. So the olives are still set. Yeah, I told you this doesn't show the truth. It takes a few months for this to change, but you should see that the price of olive oil. No, it still sort of shows 3.2 and 2. It was not. It was the olives that was bad. Ugh. Now that is bad because olives, I really did alter that, so it's nowhere near that now. It's very, very completely different from that price. So why is that not reflecting what I changed it to? Was there something else I changed as well? No, it was only on that one thing. So that's strange because I did change that, literally. So maybe it does, the whole thing takes a while for it to come in then. Because I changed it instantly as I went out yesterday. Then I'd imagine our work is about right, finished. Oh, good. There, you're not lost your touch. You're still not far off. Yeah. We should wait and see. As that also, let's just scoot out of the way. Sorry, we'll just check in. Just needs rolling, and we can now roll. With that in mind, let's go grab the Unimog. No, you would do, actually. It's true. I'm not sure how well you will do with the... I think we got away with this. We've still got the Unimog as a sacrifice chip if we need to, but I don't want to sacrifice the Prinoth. If of the two of them, I choose the Prinoth to remain. So, let's grab that roller. And work FS complete their task. That's a mod I'd like to try. Is the worker names. I miss them a lot. I do. I think it's such a realistic thing. Worker F and A and B and C and is just so like. Again, it's another feature I think should be in the game already that Giants themselves should do. I'd give you a list of names. It's not hard. It's not, as there's the mod has proved that's done that. It's obviously harder if you're a modder because you've got to try and find out, well, what did Giants call this variable for names? You know, worker A, B, C, D, and E and F, and you've got to like do quite a lot. So, but as Giants, they know exactly where everything is, so it would be really easy for them. Repair. Oh, now that's my kind of repair cost. Right, let's get this going now. This actually seems quite nice. Yeah, there's not some. The only bad thing about the Prinoth is its hitch height on both the front and the back. Now they have improved it, but it really is quite a low machine. So what I mean is it would really in real life be a bit limited due to its sort of thing. You'd probably need to use one of the 3 points that's on a frame. I can't remember what it's called. You all know what I mean. Yeah, that would work because it would then have a higher hitch. It'd be a bit awkward, but it would work. Indicator. Is this teaching me to use my indicators again? I mean, not that I need to know because in real life, obviously, I drive every day, but you know what I mean. In the game, I mean. Yeah, I'm spoilt a bit. Well, it's not the nicest of indicators. It's a little bit tiny. Prinoth, I think you're as bad as Fence and the other ones, Class as well. No, Class are bad. Yeah, no, there's a vial, tiny little things that you can hardly see. My favourite manufacturer, which I don't always praise John Deere, but I am going to praise them. They're a sensible company and they actually do good indicators and you can actually see them. Bearing in mind an indicator is a safety device, well, it really should be that is... Yeah, let's unfold and drop you and hope that the Prinoth is not going to directly come for us. So we'll be in trouble if they do. Let's quickly scoot. We could really do with going out the top entrance. We really do need another... yeah, this, I suppose, this is a case in question. This is the kind of thing that really could do with a shed here. You know, on this first bit, which we do sort of own, but I'm not sure even my small shed is capable of squeezing in there. So we give it a shot. We sort of go in here, just see, can we do it? We would obscure the sign. Let's see if we can go behind it. I don't think it'll probably let us. Yeah, this is also seems illogical to me. That's, you know, like your cheaper thing. I don't know, it's all over the place. Yeah, it's not about price, is it? Well, some of this land is owned by us, and this has got one of the smallest footprints of a shed that you could ever know. Yeah, it really has. I've deliberately done that on purpose, so... so it's more about... Yeah, but we can't do it there. So that's your limit. About there. Would that do? No, we're going to clock things. We could sort of do what we said, but it's hard to get to. Oh. No, it is. At the back. We own the back. It's just... I think we could probably do the middle-sized one, actually. Which is just... Oh, wow. That is very just. Won't let me place it, even though it says I can. Is that... No, it's going over the top. It's not really terrible. It's a bit... I don't like it, but sometimes certain yards... This is why some yards are a bit horrible. It's because... let's stick to the other concrete as well that we actually did. Which was... It looked dark, but it's not. And no, it actually doesn't look as dark as it did. Is it that one? Yes, it is. So let's make this fairly big. And... No, I think we used gravel. No, we did use gravel at the front, but... Let's just make that a bit smaller. Don't think we'd get away with this at the front, because I think it sort of tapers, which is why we can get away with it there, but not anywhere else. So not a total fail. Thank you, Van. Very, very kind of you to not pip your horn like you used to. Yeah, I was glad when Giants dropped that one. That was a bit... Yeah, because I've got to be honest... It's a bit stressful when you're in them type of situations in the first place, where you like, it really is quite stressful. So I know in real life, I mean, some drivers are like that. Oh, now that's a point. How do we get? Can we? Oh, we could reverse around. Now that's better. Ooh, it's still a bit of a struggle. Might need some extra horse like the Prinoth. I think we're better to just go straight. Yeah, I think actually it's going to be more forgiving if we don't go over the bump, because that's what's really causing it. So if we're sort of fortunate, we should. It's the horses, I think. Yeah, it's dragging in the ground a little. So again, extra horses are probably help. Ooh, they're hitting the... Well, at least it proves my collisions are right. Okay, so this is not such a big... Oh, no, this has got the bad graphics. Yeah, so I need to do something about that because that's not right. Yeah, it's the... when you see the movement, it means it was saved with the wrong compression. The graphics are good, it's just I saved it with the wrong compression. Maybe just... It's not actually much of a different overhang to the other one. You didn't do a bad job. Apart from the fact that you saved it with the wrong compression and it looks like it's moving. That's not so good. Just check the collisions. Oh, no, you're right on it. Oh, spot on. Yeah, maybe slightly in. Yeah, see the wood? That was saved with the wrong compression. It moves. Does the... No, the stone was done right. So the stone's good. And the wood is bad. Yeah, so it's the wood on this one, which is amazing, because obviously this is okay. I saved this right. Yeah, that's as it should be. Not terrible. Yeah, so that needs a bit of work to... And I would imagine we're not far off. Rolling field 4. So, yeah, just the outer edges. Let's have a look. Not a bad place to leave it, I think. Yeah, we'll just let this finish. In fact, should we take over and let's do the last little bit? Yeah, I think we will. Let's go for it. I think it's more than one go round. Again, let's not try and look too closely at the horribleness that is the lag factor. The slowness, as I keep calling it, which is... Yeah. I suppose it does sort of prove... There's one thing that really does prove quite enormously, and that's that Giants miscalculated on a monstrous thing and really have dropped the ball in FS25 and yet have got away with it. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we all paid for a game and it's subpar. And still... And it always will be, because the engine's too heavy. It's as simple as that. And they had a long time with FS25, 3 years from FS22, to actually do testing. Now, the game engine is the thing you're going to choose early on. So, I suppose I could sort of be slightly defensive for them in so much as... I don't know, I mean, they must have known with FS22 that their engine size was, whether it was going to be, well, if we do this double, then it's going to seriously mean... I mean, I know myself, because I had to drop my gaming laptop, that was quite a considerable... It's horrible, disconcerting when you're doing this and it looks like you're not doing it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you know what I mean? You can't see... Well, you know it's going to catch up in a few seconds. It's so disconcerting for a game like this, where this is a major, huge part of the game. So to me, of all of the FSs I've ever played, this is the worst. I can honestly say that, hand on heart. Even though it's pretty, it's... I suppose it goes with the times we're living in. As a plumber, I said this a few weeks back, I still to this day think, and I said this to a colleague, I said, boxing was never pretty. It was never about prettiness. It was functional. We live in a time where people would sooner have their ceilings ripped out and things look pretty than they would have ugly boxing, which was functional, which meant they weren't spending thousands of pounds when... The inevitable happens, because plumbing is like that. There's going to be a leak, there's going to be a problem at some point where you need your boxing, the front of your boxing taken off, if you were sensible and had boxing. But unfortunately, we don't live in a time of common sense. We live in a time of silliness where we all choose... Well, a lot of us don't necessarily choose it now. It's a... Well, I don't know. I'm sure if you said to a plumber, oh, I'd like to be sensible and I'd like to have boxing, because that way, when the problem happens that's going to happen, as you know as a plumber, that actually I would like you to just take the boxing off, which is going to cost me very little. But no, we prefer for aesthetics to enter. Yeah, toilets that you can't see anything and all of the pipework's hidden behind. Well, yeah, but you know when it goes wrong, you're going to pay for an awful lot, because that plumber's going to have to spend hours literally ripping the silicon off and then having to put some more silicon down. It's going to cost you not only a lot in the beginning, but it's going to cost you a lot in the end. But it is what it is. As a plumber, I know this. I should get off my soapbox now. I shall. But no, it is true, though. I mean, it is. So again, giants are living in with the times that we live in. Really, yeah. It's if you wanted it all to be pretty. Oh, no, it's actually at the minute. It sort of shows that it's certain bits of it are to do with how much it's doing at one time. Because now that's only doing about 6 meters. It's actually managing that exactly at the time it's doing. Now that's what it should be like. If this was 12 meter, we've seen it's very, very bad. So if you're using 6 meter equipment, you might actually be all right. The fact that there is plenty of equipment bigger than 6 meters means that, well, it's not going to happen very often. Right, let's. So there we go. Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, we think we've done everything. We didn't roll the sunflowers, so we've got 2 crops. We missed the twister, thankfully. Equipment wise, we're doing not too terrible, but money wise, not so good. But we have got a couple of things that we could sacrifice, and we'd still got a 4 tractor team, even if we got rid of the Unimog. So it's a bit of a bargaining chip. But we do need to do some work next session with grabbing some wood chips and that. So do we leave myself a message knowing what a wally I am? I mean, yeah, we've got obviously some oils. No, I think we'll wait. I think we'll wait till January. Let's grab the Unimog. Let's grab the 70 tonner. So we need at least 2 of these filled with wood chips. So let's see if Mr. Wally can actually read the message. We're going to save him the signpost for next time that says, "Oi, fill me with wood chips." Should we leave it underneath the sell point? Is that a big enough? I think we ought better to leave it down here, like out in the middle of the thing. Let's repair this as well, though. Not the Unimog, that's... Oh no, I think we're doing this to repair the Unimog as well. I think we're hanging back. Yeah, no, that's not too terrible. Right, so we're going to leave it with this sort of as message to Mr. Smith that you need to take this away. So we're going to leave it right near the gate as like, please use me next session. So yeah, we're going to leave that. So it is August. We planted our canola. We've, at some point, did we look at all of our oils? Sunflower oil, I don't think we looked at that, did we? Prices, sunflower oil. I get a feeling, I can't remember when sunflowers is. I think it's March. I don't know how the sunflower oil is grown either. That's I have no idea whether it buys sunflowers in from somewhere else. What is the best price? It is March, you were right. So right this very minute, we're quite 1.7. Actually 1.8. It's not terribly far off, actually. Yeah. And on ours, if we went to us, we'd probably about reach a full price. That's the point. I never thought about that with olive oil. How much? No, olives were bad. Yeah, it's real low. Yeah, it's to 2-3. So we would about reach 3,000 selling it at our place. So we're only 200 off. Do we do it? We need some. I might increase the storage as I go out, because it was always my intention that the Bionic was bigger than the Standard and the Super was much bigger than the pair of them. So we might just increase the storage. Yep, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.